This is the Average to Savage podcast with Paul Guarino. Everyone and anyone, athletes, celebs, and much more.
This episode is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code PG at manscaped.com. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code PG at manscaped.com. That's 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code PG. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Average to Savage podcast. Our special guest today is Buddy Robinson. Buddy, how's it going?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
Let's just go back in time. Like, what was your first memory of playing hockey?
Damn, I used to. There's a rink around the corner here. The old Coliseum where the Flyers, back in like early 90s were practicing at, just around the corner. I think it was Voorhees, and my dad used to take me there just to skate, and kind of fell in love with the game there, and he liked it, so he kind of got me and my brother into it, and he just taught us how to skate the first couple times, and then saw we had a little bit of a knack for it, so brought us over to Hollydale and got us on like a learn to skate, learn to play program, and kind of just went from there.
Yeah, for sure. What about, like, did you play any other sports growing up?
Oh yeah, baseball, soccer. I loved baseball. Like, if you would have gone back to my 10-year-old self, baseball would have been the play. Yeah. I was the for sure baseball guy, but hockey just kind of kept growing and growing, and then eventually I had to pick one in high school, and it was hockey. Felt I had a better chance at it.
For sure. Yeah. And I know hockey, you got a lot of early mornings. Like, what was that like?
Oh.
You guys were kids just like traveling all over.
I can't imagine. Now I'm pushing 30 and I'm like thinking about it. My own kids coming out. I'm like, damn, like when I have kids, it's going to be nuts. My parents were crazy waking up at 4 a.m. to take me in the dead of winter to a hockey rink and sit there and watch some kids fall all over the ice. But, appreciate what they did because it worked out. But man, there's some early mornings you're walking into the rink half dressed. It's 4:30 and you're excited. You're happy to be there. And all the parents are shivering up in the stands. I'm starting to lean towards that side now.
Yeah, definitely. And I always ask everybody that's like a pro athlete, like when, like, I know you kind of mentioned it, like you picked hockey in high school, like over baseball and things like that. Like, when did you know, like, was there a moment that you knew you were like better than the rest or like something like that?
It was kind of weird. Like, my career was strange growing up. I was bigger than everyone when I was really young, like that 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old range. And then I kind of stopped. Mm-hmm. So like my preteen, early teenage years, I was like 5'7", freshman in high school, and everyone was just bigger, more mature than me. So I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to keep up. And then I think everyone knew I was going to grow eventually. I had like these big hands and big feet as like a 13-year-old. So eventually I grew, the body caught up. And then in high school is kind of where I started realizing, like, okay, maybe I can play a little bit at a higher level, and got picked up by a junior team in the OP in Canada. It used to be the OPJHL, the Hamilton Red Wings, and thought I'd give it a shot instead of college. Definitely wasn't mature enough for college yet at 18 years old down here. So it was good. I took a little bit of time to play some junior hockey and kind of took off from there. Just never really was looking to the NHL. It was just always like, all right, next step is available. All right, college wants you now. Okay, now there's a chance for pro. So just kind of took it one level at a time.
Yeah, for those that don't know, you're 6'6", right?
Yeah, 6'6", 230. So I got a frame.
Yeah, for sure. And then just going to like junior hockey, could you just like explain to people that don't understand, like don't know, like you went to junior hockey? I know what you mean, but you went to junior hockey and went to college.
Yeah, so junior hockey is like this. It's kind of a middle ground for guys who want to play college hockey, but aren't quite ready to go right away after high school. So you get like 2 or 3 years of eligibility to play junior A, they call it. It's not, the OHL or the QJHL or the WHL out west. It's like, it's considered junior A in the United States. We have the USHL and the NAHL. In Canada, it's like the OP, and then every province has their own junior A league. So it's kind of just this league where everyone plays. Nobody's really in high school anymore. And college scouts will come watch you. And then you know, if you're lucky enough, like myself, you get some interest from some Division I, Division III colleges. And you have a couple choices and you make one, and that's where you go to school. You can sign a letter of intent out of junior, just like any other sport. But hockey's a little different. You can be a 21-year-old freshman rather than, you know, like 17, 18 years old. So it's a little funny going into school and you're meeting all your classmates and they're all 18 and you're 21. But it's a good experience though. And, you know, you play a lot of video games, play a lot of hockey, and just that's kind of where the term, you know, living the dream comes from. So just out there playing some hockey and taking it one day at a time, enjoying life.
Yeah. I remember being in college and I had to like retake this class, and it was like a freshman class, and I was sitting next to a hockey kid, and he was 21 and I was 22, and I was a senior and he was a freshman, and I was just like, I was like, I can't even imagine. Like,
you feel behind a little bit, but it's good. At least you can buy a beer if you want to while you're in school.
Yeah, definitely. And then, what was it like? I know you're a veteran now in Canada, but like, what was it like when you first moved to Canada? Was it like kind of like a culture shock?
Yeah, for sure. It was, this was 09. So like cell phones and everything were out, but there was no roaming. There was no like international plans. So my first year at junior, funny enough, I had no car and no phone. I was just out there playing video games and going to practice every day. That's kind of it. We had it's called a billet family. So this family that's close to the team, and they host you and you just kind of live with them and eat what they cook. And I was a picky eater, so that was tough for me, but I broke through that. And, you know, just to get a ride to the rink every morning with your teammate and come home when he's ready and play your games and move on. You just, you know, just keep busy and make some friends, but no phone, no cars. So it's tough to explore, but it was definitely cool to be a part of like, you know, a hockey culture up in Canada. So it's still really cool to be a part of that.
Yeah. That's funny just to think about. Like, we're the same age pretty much, and it's funny just to think about like 10 years ago how phones weren't even like this crazy.
Yeah, like how much further it's come. I know, like there's no roaming. You make a call. You make a call at 6:58. You're gonna get charged $100 if you're calling the States. You know, wait till 7 p.m. to call.
That's so funny. And then what was it? What was your recruiting process like to college?
Yeah, so I went to Lake Superior State. It's in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, all the way up there, the UP. That was culture shock coming from like suburbs of Philadelphia, and then you're going up to a little town with 10,000 people. But it was good. Like the recruiting was just, you know, you play some hockey, and you know the scouts are there every night, and you're just hoping to impress a couple of them during the season. And how it normally goes is like they'll send the assistant coach out, and if he likes you, you know, they'll bring the other assistant coach out, and then they'll have a chat with you after and say, all right, like keep playing good, we'll be in touch. And then eventually, you know, that the head coach will come down, and if he likes what he sees, then they reach out, and then they want to bring you on a visit. So just like most sports, you'll have your official recruiting visit, and they'll fly you in, or your drive. I was close enough to drive. So then you see the campus and catch a game, hang out with the guys afterwards. And normally their job is to do their best to recruit you to the school and show you a good time. So I had a good time my recruiting trip, and signed my letter of intent a week later.
Gotcha. So you were just one and done. You just visited one school.
Yeah, it was just one school. I knew what I liked. It told me to, you know, give it a couple of days and think it over. But I enjoyed the guys there so much, and they showed me a great time, and just like the whole culture there was nice, and it was a fun school, really small. It's compared to what I'm used to back here, the city suburb living. So it was good. It was a really good time, and cold though, definitely very cold.
Yeah. And then, so like, after you were there for 2 years. So like it was your senior year, quote unquote, I guess. Like what was your expectations like for like the NHL and things like that? Or going?
Yeah, I didn't, you know, came into college happy to be there, you know, Division I, this is cool. I got to play. And then all of a sudden I was playing every game and kind of on one of the top couple lines, freshman and sophomore year. And then my sophomore season ended, and in college you have family advisors, they're called. So they have like a friend of mine who I met in my junior experience. He gave me a call after my sophomore year and said, hey, you got some interest from the NHL, and the Ottawa Senators are calling, and they want to see if you want to leave school early. So same idea. They flew me out to Ottawa for a little visit, and of course, you know, they roll the red carpet out, bells and whistles, welcome to the NHL. And I couldn't sign on that dotted line fast enough. It was hard. It was hard to leave school. Obviously, you're leaving a bunch of friends, and you spend every day with these guys for 2 years, and then you leave just like that. So that was tough. But you get an opportunity to live your dream. You gotta jump on that. So it was great. I thank the Sens a lot for 4 years, 3.5 years with them, and it was good. It gave me a good shot, and happy to still be playing.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you spent like 4 seasons in the AHL, and then you got called up during the 15-16 season. What was that like to get called up to the NHL?
Yeah, it was definitely a grind. 3 full years, AHL, just grinding away. It's a tough road down there because everyone's fighting for the same job, and once you get that call, you get a chance to play. It's kind of surreal, right? You sign that contract to be in the NHL, and then you got to work for it to get up. But once you get called up, it's kind of surreal, and it's definitely a lot of incentive to want to stay. So you work hard just to make sure that you can stick there one day. And it's a different lifestyle, man. You're treated great, and everything's great. So it makes you want to work hard and to make sure you're sticking there.
Yeah, for sure. What's AHL life like? Is it like, because I know I'm thinking minor league baseball, but AHL is like AAA basically to baseball. So
you're right there.
Yeah.
So you're right there, and it's very similar to what I was explaining to junior hockey. It's pro hockey. You're playing in the second best league in the world. You're one call away from being in the NHL the next night. So you're just doing everything you can. Your nightly basis, that there's teams watching. It doesn't have to be your team. You get traded at any time, and I've gone through that myself once, and that's definitely interesting. And you're just one call away. So during the days, you wake up, you got your 11 o'clock practice, 10 o'clock practice. A lot of teams are right around that time. And then after that, it's just killing time again. You work out, you're home normally by 1 or 2 every day, and, hang out with your teammates, get some lunch, and I don't know, just do your best to stay busy. It's a pretty free schedule in the American League because you're playing mostly weekend games, and you got Monday through Thursday to just practice and then hang out during the week. So you spend a lot of time with your teammates and you get close like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you've been consistent through your AHL career, just just looking at your numbers. What keeps you consistent?
It's just learning my game, right? I grew, there was an adjustment period from college to pro, and figuring out I'm not this, skill guy, dangle everybody around, I'm not that suit guy out there on the ice anymore like I used to be able to. When I was younger, you just, use my body, get to the front of the net, and it's just, that's just how I got to score my goals, get my points, and that's how I'm going to produce. Lay the body, hit some people, make some noise, make sure everyone knows I'm out there, and then bang a couple greasy goals home in front. So that's just kind of where I like to live, and get a couple that bounce in off your legs or your butt. That's always a plus.
Yeah, for sure. What about who was your first NHL goal against, and what was that feeling like?
Oh, first goal against was it Al Montoya? I think for the Florida Panthers. We were playing in Ottawa. It was my second game ever in the NHL, and we're playing in Ottawa. And the night before was my first game, of course, right? Nervous as hell. 2 penalties, -1, not the best start you can have. So I'm all nervous. I'm not going to get to play again. And the next night I go out there and I was able to get a goal. It was just tip in. I was just standing in front, like I said, I just get into the front of the net and just got a piece of a puck and deflected one past him. And then after that, it was just black because it was a surreal moment. And then, I got the puck. It's actually in my office somewhere over there, but I got the puck and they made a nice little frame for me. And it's just, I'm just waiting to put it up on the wall somewhere. I just moved into a new place last summer. So still remodeling a little bit.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, I know you went through a few free agencies, and you said you're in one right now. What are those like, and what is it like to move around to a new team?
Stressful. So we got a few more days here. It's free agency is July 28th. Normally you start getting a couple feelers here and there. Teams are interested or what's going on. I'm hoping to be back with Calgary. I've enjoyed my time 3 years there with them, and I feel like it's a good fit for me. But free agency is always stressful. You never know. Right now, there's no job, and I'm just hoping to get that phone call saying you're going back for another year, or maybe a 2-year deal is always nice, a little security. But free agency is always exciting and nervous at the same time because you get a call from whoever, you're going here, pack your bags, you're off to a new city. So it's exciting, but also nerve wracking because sometimes you're going to a team where you don't know anyone, don't know any coaches. You're just flying in there blind, and it's tough, but part of the gig, and just kind of move on with it.
Yeah, definitely. And then tell me about these last like 2 seasons with like COVID. I know it's been like crazy. Like what is like protocol, and like I know even Canada was like shut down. Like what was that like for you?
Oh yeah, like so Canada, our North Division this past year was complete lockdown. They were pretty much, we all understood it was just the way it was going. Canada was a little bit more strict than the US, so pretty much just begging us to stay in our places and work. Like so, rink and home, pretty much it. Like they were very adamant about that. No hanging out on the side, and no going to the, there's no movie theaters or restaurants or anything like that open. So just don't go anywhere. Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Don't get us shut down, please. Is pretty much what the message was all year. Just don't get us shut down. So every day you'd go in and you'd have your COVID test up the nose or down the throat, and go onto the rink, and then you don't breathe for a few hours until you get your results back, and then you're clear, and then the next day you do it all over again. So
yeah,
it definitely got a little tiring getting that, that Q-tip shoved up your nose every day, but is what it is. And we were fortunate enough that we were able to play. So definitely lucky, to at least get the season in at that point.
Yeah, definitely. Were you guys in a bubble?
Kind of, yeah. So like we only played the North Division, so we only played in Canada. We played the 6 other teams. Felt like 100 times each.
Yeah.
Saw them every other day, but it was technically not a bubble, but it was like you couldn't, Canada was just shut down, so you really couldn't go anywhere anyway if you wanted to. Like order food pretty much every night, or order your groceries, and to the rink and home every day. Go for your walk. Just trying to kill some time during the day.
Yeah, definitely. Now, your brother Eric is also in the NHL. What is it like to have a brother in the NHL? Like you're both brothers, siblings?
Yeah. Jealous. He's so much better. Super proud. Like I'm a few years older than him, so like our whole lives, it was just like I was doing everything first. I was, growing. I was big, he was little, and then I was moving on to junior hockey, and he was still playing club because just a few years younger. So everyone wanted to know what I was doing. What am I up to? What am I up to now? Just to see him like succeed and just blow every expectation out of the water. It's awesome. It's a proud older brother moment, and watch every game I can of his, and he's just getting better and better. So he's gonna have a nice long career there, and hopefully the people in Columbus get to enjoy him for his whole career, because I know he loves it there, and I know the fans love him, and it's just awesome. He's doing a great job, and couldn't be more proud.
Would you ever want to play with him?
Oh yeah, I mean I'd love to. We'll see. That's about Columbus. They know they like him. I don't know if they know about me though. It could be a little awkward too, me rolling in here trying to take a job from someone who turns out to be his.
Yeah.
So sure. We'll leave that till maybe the end of the career. Maybe get a sniff somewhere with him, or at least to play against him this season would be pretty cool. We've missed each other twice now, so just to play against him this season would be pretty cool if we can make that happen.
Yeah, you gotta do the jersey exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they do that? Do they do that?
Nah, you don't do that. No, NHL jersey, they cost too much, man. Trainers will kill you. You come back with no jersey, they're gonna be like, hey, what the hell is going on? I need a check for $300, please. Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Can't be giving those things away.
Then just like what keeps you motivated just because you've been in the NHL, I mean in the AHL so long, and then getting called up, sent down, and called up?
Yeah, I think, like I said, the lifestyle, man, it's just you get treated like gold. You're in the NHL, and you're on that pedestal, especially in the Canadian market where you're in front of all these people, or at least last year on TV, they're tuning in. It's rivalry games all the time in Canada. Like it's just another atmosphere up there. So you just want to be a part of that, and you want to be a part of that's the atmosphere. Like I said, just playing in front of those electric fans. The Canadian fans are crazy, and it's just a fun time. So the cities you go to, you're traveling all the time. You're like in a normal season, you get to go to great cities and explore, good restaurants, and it's just a good lifestyle. And it doesn't last forever, so you definitely want to take advantage of it if you're lucky enough to play at this level, and just make it last as long as possible. Because, like I said, retirement is pretty early in the hockey world compared to real life.
Yeah, definitely. And what advice would you give to a young player, like either trying to get like a D1 scholarship or trying to go pro?
I just to have fun, especially younger kids. Like if you're high school or just before, like just play multiple sports, be an athlete, not a hockey player. Like learn how to do other things, play other sports. Just and enjoy it. If you're good enough, like they'll find you. I played AA hockey my whole life growing up, and that's nothing crazy compared to the leagues they got going on now. Kids are traveling all over the country playing hockey, and if you're good enough, someone will be there, someone will find you. And just try not to stress. It's funny me saying that because that's all I did was stress. That's all I still do is stress. But just try not to stress and just enjoy it, enjoy the ride. And if you're good enough, you'll get seen and you'll be in the right situation.
Yeah, for sure. And then just going back to your brother, do you guys like call each other up and just like go through like any like plays and stuff like, or like just like for advice for each other or stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll call them every once in a while. Like during the season, it's hard, like days slip by, especially last year, you're playing every other night, every 2 nights in a row, stuff like that. But like I try to watch most of his games because luckily he's on the East Coast and I had a 2-hour time difference. So his games are starting at like, 5:00, which was kind of nice. Get to see him play but yeah, I'll give him a call. Not too much advice, but just like tell him he's doing good or maybe a thing here or there if I think, I could help. Like I said, he's better than me at this point. So I'm calling my younger brother for advice at this point. But yeah, just if I see something, it's an easy game on TV, right? It's an easy game from the stands. So I'm like, yeah, just do this next time. You go, okay, yeah, do that 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, we keep in touch a lot though. We watch each other's games and we got a good relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. You ready for some fun questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. What's your favorite song right now?
Favorite song? Damn, right now? Got me. I think I like that new Bieber one. Honestly, I'm a big Bieber guy. I don't know. Not many guys will admit that, but I like the Bieber song. He's good. Anything Leroy. Country. Sorry.
Yeah, with the Kid Leroy. That's the new song. Yeah. That guy's blowing up though.
Yeah.
Leroy.
Yeah, I know. I'm not like new music. I'm not too good at. I'm not good at. I just got my old playlist, but I like that Bieber song. I like the new that Ed Sheeran song is pretty good that just came out.
All right.
Can tell you the name of it, but it comes on the radio.
I feel you. That's how I am with songs. I'm just like, I know who the artist is. I don't know really the song.
Yeah, I don't know the name. I can sing the popular part, right?
Definitely. What about like what's your favorite food in Canada? Like maybe something new that you discovered?
Oh, something new. Nothing new, but a lot of places out in kind of like, Vancouver, even Calgary's got great sushi. Like Toronto, great sushi place. I always try and find the good sushi places when I'm on the road. I wasn't
expecting that.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Like Calgary, I know, middle of the country, you wouldn't expect it, but really good sushi places there. And then you go to Vancouver and it's automatic. You're right there on the water and love the sushi up there.
Yeah.
And like make sure guys make it a point to get the sushi when you're in Vancouver.
All right. Well, if I'm in Canada, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Or message me first and then I'll tell you if you're in the right city or not.
Yeah, for sure. I only been to Montreal, I believe. Yeah, once.
Yeah, and also they got good steaks up there too. The Canadian beef, a lot of good steaks up there too. I had a simple answer, but could have gone with like a poutine, but I don't really eat it too much. The fries and gravy with the cheese curds, but I don't eat that too much.
Yeah, no, I like sushi and steak, so this is both sound good.
There you go.
What do you like to do in your free time when you're not playing hockey?
And we got a lot of buddies that play some Xbox together. We still play Ford or Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like a lot of teammates, a lot of guys in the league still play video games, and it's a good time killer. I also like cooking a lot too. Big time in the kitchen. Yeah, I'll do anything. What's your
favorite meal to cook?
Ooh, favorite meal? I like making a beef Wellington. It's a grind. Yeah, it takes a little while, but I really like like the pastry wrap. Filet mignon, and you got the mushrooms and prosciutto inside. It's really, really good. It takes a little while, but I like making that stuff. I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll get
clips of him are hilarious.
Yeah, I know. We'll send this to him and see if he's watching.
All right, yeah, we will.
Send me some tips.
Definitely. What about you? You guys play NHL?
Here and there. I got a couple teammates play, so we'll just jump on. Like NHL, FIFA. I used to play these games, religiously in the American League in Binghamton with some of my roommates. And it just got to the point where I was losing sleep over losing to these guys. And like, we were making bets on the stupidest things, like running down the street. All right, you lose, go pick up dinner. And I found myself losing all the important games. So I had to quit playing the one-on-one games like NHL and FIFA. So I stick to the shooter games now just by myself. And just, if I'm playing on their team, fine. I can't play against people. I'm too competitive. I start throwing stuff and broke a few controllers that season, so I weaned myself off of the NHL FIFA.
I gotcha. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and best of luck next season. Obviously, we'll definitely stay in touch and be in touch and see where you go next.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.